Hello, everyone. Welcome to the healing properties of crystals. My name is Empress Pamela, and today we are tapping into the wisdom of Cassandra Eason's Healing Crystals, the ultimate guide to over 120 crystals and gemstones. So, what do you think we're talking about today? Yes, it's right in front of you. Do you know the name of this very common yet powerful crystal? Common and powerful, and probably on the top 5 of almost every recommended crystal list, I would say. If you don't know, this is called rose quartz. Now, this is one of the largest crystals that I own. This one is one of the largest ones. I think I ended up, and it's not that expensive. So this pretty heavy. I want to say I paid maybe $5 for it, and I got it from the Points of Light Crystal Gallery in Asheville, North Carolina, one of my favorite spots over the years for acquiring beautiful crystals and gemstones. Some of my favorite and most powerful were purchased from there. So that's my large version. Let's see. This guy, does it look heart-shaped to you? In my estimation, it was a heart-shaped rose quartz. I was carrying it. I was carrying it in my purse for over, I want to say, 8 years easily, in case I had an encounter with my twin flame, who was my spiritual awakening catalyst. Ooh, sounds mysterious, doesn't it? Mysterious but true. Here's a couple. These are all rose quartz, by the way. So not only is one of my largest crystals rose quartz, but I have many examples. So I have raw versions. So these are the raw versions over here. Although this is one of the more, you can't tell in this light, but this has a very nice pink hue to it. That one. These two, why are they black, you say? Well, they came in a candle. They were part of a candle, probably that I got from TJ Maxx. I forgot what company was putting together candles inside, putting together gemstones in candles. And that's where I got those. And then here's just some other samples that I've collected over the years. So those are the raw. This guy, really nice. I would consider this kind of like a palm stone. Good for meditating if you want to hold it in your hand while meditating. That's a good one to hold. Very smooth and pretty. And then here's a couple other little guys to put in your pocket, to add to your display, carry in your purse. Again, they're more manageable size. But those are my examples of rose quartz. Now, let's take a look at Miss Eason's on her page. She has a whole page dedicated to rose quartz. Look at her. I would love to get a tower. I think that might be my next move. Rose quartz. And then here's her examples. And you see very much cousins, right? If we put them together, they look very similar. So enjoy while we get further acquainted with rose quartz. Now I have at least 2 other videos on rose quartz in my You Need This Crystal playlist. You're free to check it out. Let's go deep with rose quartz. Mythology and history. Adonis, lover of the Greek goddess Aphrodite, Venus in Roman lore, was attacked by Ares, god of war, in the form of a boar, Boar. Aphrodite rushed to save him and caught herself on a briar bush. Their mingled blood stained the white quartz pink. Zeus took pity on them and restored Adonis to Aphrodite for 6 months of the year. Because of this myth, rose quartz has become a symbol of reconciliation in love. Whoa, so there is a reason why I was carrying this around for years and years for my little twin. Not that it worked, but nonetheless, that's where the hope was. Divinatory significance. So why would you be drawn to rose quartz? Well, the heart stone, oh my God, shaped like a heart, is the crystal of reconciliation. It indicates you may become a peacemaker within your family or at work. But be sure not to be hurt by the combatants. It also indicates blossoming love and friendship, or a gentler, enduring love after the passion of a relationship has faded or after a betrayal. Healing properties. Rose quartz is essential for healers. It will ease pain or tension, cuts or bruises, and emotional wounds, such as grief, stress, fear, or anger. You need this crystal. Uses at work and home. Rose quartz is an excellent stone for bringing peace. If a phone call unexpectedly becomes confrontational, circle a rose quartz anti-clockwise around the phone as you speak to absorb negativity. It is also good for ongoing protection against intrusion or spite. Place a large piece of unpolished rose quartz with a pointed end in your personal workspace. Ooh, this is a pointed end. Look at that pointed end. In your personal workspace, you can normally have the point facing a wall, but when an unwelcome intrusion comes your way, turn the crystal toward the unwanted visitor. Ooh. The crystal will not harm, but merely act as a barrier. The intruder may stop, look puzzled as if trying to remember why he or she wanted to bother you, and go off. Children. Rose quartz is known as the children's stone because they will instinctively choose this crystal out of a number of different ones if they have a headache. An unpolished chunk of rose quartz beneath a baby's cot will soothe them. It is also good for teenage angst. A rose quartz can help a girl through the early stages of womanhood. It is very good for increasing self-love and self-esteem. Animals. Rose quartz is an excellent stone for animals who have been obtained from a rescue center, who may be traumatized, or for strays. My gosh, so beautiful. Protective functions. Rose quartz keeps away nightmares and helps to avoid addictive behavior, especially food disorders associated with a poor self-image. Psychic associations. This is excellent for grounding after psychic work. Spheres are good for love divination. In love magic, it can act as a talisman to attract a lover or for deeper commitment. Rose quartz is used in fertility magic. Place one in half an eggshell and leave on a window ledge from the crescent to the full moon. Today is a full moon. On the night of the full moon, prick the rose quartz with a tiny silver pin prior to love making. Leave the rose quartz and pin in the eggshell until noon the next day, then wrap them all in white silk and keep in a drawer until the next crescent moon when the spell is repeated. Wow. Environmental work. Circle a picture of war-torn place with a piece of rose quartz while you recite a prayer for peace. Bury a piece in a polluted area. Special properties. Rose quartz can help release suppressed emotions. If you can allow these feelings to flow from you, symbolically casting very tiny rose quartz shards into flowing water, you will experience a sense of freedom. It's funny, I was looking up facials and massages, and I got on a provider's website, and they offered a special massage using rose quartz. So, special healing properties for sure. Recharging its energies. Cleanse and recharge rose quartz frequently if the color begins to fade by sprinkling it with a few drops of rose water. Properties. Type rose quartz. Color pink. Zodiac sign. What do you think? Nope. Taurus. Planet Venus. Element Earth. Candle color pink. Guardian angel Ashmodiel, Ashmodiel. And the chakra, yes, it's the heart chakra. Herbs, incenses, and oils. Vervain, echinacea. Feverfew. Geranium, mugwort, strawberry, and ylang ylang. Flowers, apple blossom, daisy, lilac, and you guessed it, rose. Associated crystals, amethyst, moonstone, and jade. And all of those in their own right are very powerful. This, my loves, my little love bunnies, is rose quartz, and you need this crystal.